cuisines. Okay, we have 4 major cuisines. We have 8 major cuisines. We have 12 major cuisines. So 4 major cuisines are from Sichuan province, Chuan cuisine, and Lu cuisine is from Shandong cuisine. And we also have Yue cuisine. Yue cuisine is from Guangdong province. Most of the Chinese food you guys have in America or in like different country I come from Guangdong province. And the other one, okay, what's the other one? Chuan, Lu, Yue, and Huaiyang. Huaiyang is like a Su cuisine, like from Suzhou. I think, Sadie was there. So that's also means, we have different kind of cuisine from different part of China. So now this question is asking me, Su cuisine is also called Huaiyang cuisine. It's combination from Yangzhou. Yangzhou is one city in China, and also Huai'an cuisine. Guys, that's my question. Okay, that's the question that I'm going to have. When I go to take the tour guide examination. And I know it's in Chinese right now. Like I need to like make the question more bigger maybe. Let me try to do something here. Because I feel like I still have to do the live stream, so why not just study with you guys? So hold on. Welcome, guys. How can I crop this? I'll just make it bigger. Yeah, just put right here. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hey, Bama. I'm Diane. I'm learning this. I'm studying, and I think at the same time you guys can study with me. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay, I think we can just learn together. Okay. So what happened right now is this is the question on my app. This basically when I go to take the examination, they will be testing me. So and there's lots of boring section too. But I'm going to do the live stream, for this kind of like a funny or interesting part, like food. Okay, so now this question is asking me because let me introduce. We do have like a 4 major cuisine in China, in Chinese, in Chinese food. So one is from Sichuan, it's called Chuan cuisine, and one is from Shandong province, it's called Lu cuisine. And now we also like Chuan, Lu, Yue like from Guangdong province. It's called Yue cuisine. And also the other one is what is the other one? Hold on. Huaiyang, yeah, Huaiyang Su. I'm sorry. Yeah. And the other one is Huaiyang cuisine. So basically last time, Sadie came to China from Canada, one of my viewer. And we went to Suzhou, and Suzhou, all the food we had is called Huaiyang cuisine, is like Su cuisine. So that's the 4 major cuisine of China. We also have 8 major, 12 major, but 4 major is defined from Ming Qing dynasty. You see, like if we try to really introduce the the culture of China, we'll have like long history lessons. That's why like for tourism examination too, they will be testing you from food, from the landscaping arrangement, from the history, even the party history I had to learn. I won't be talking about party history right here because it's going to be too boring. Okay, so since we had this, let's search about Huaiyang cuisine right now because the question is asking me like what is Huaiyang. So they're saying like Huaiyang cuisine is included from Yangzhou cuisine and Huai'an. That's partly true because there's not only one there's two, like there's like several included. So you see like after you had like I had it wrong, like there's a right and wrong answer. So I had it wrong. Love Chinese cuisine, Nunu. Yeah, like it's like this like. Have you ever been to China, Nunu? Like China, you can only come to China to see the cuisine, the real cuisine. Okay, most of Chinese food in America is not real Chinese food. Yeah, where have you gone, Nunu? So, see, in here, Su cuisine is included from Huaiyang cuisine, like from Yangzhou and Huai'an, that's all in Jiangsu province. And Jiangning cuisine, I have been to Hunan. Yeah, Hunan have a very spicy food. That's Xiang cuisine, but Xiang cuisine is in like 8 major. It's not like a first category, like 4 major. Hey, good morning, Mary. Welcome. So what we're doing right now, what I'm search is this is the Su cuisine, like Huainan cuisine. So remember, there's four major cuisine in China. One is from Sichuan province, Chuan cuisine. One is from Jiangsu province, that's Su cuisine. One is Shandong province, Shandong like Lu cuisine. And there's another one is from Yue, like from Guangdong. So Yue cuisine is Guangdong province. Most of your, lots of Chinese food in different country. Hey, San, welcome. We're trying to learn the knowledge together. This is what I have to go through when I go to take the tour guide exam, okay? I'm going to, go over it with you guys for the easy part or like more interesting part, which is food, okay? We're talking about food right now. So let's see, like the first answer, I got it right. So let me take the next topic. So this question is asking you, Chuan cuisine, which is from Sichuan province, basically use 3 different kinds of pepper. The red chili pepper, the non-pepper, hujiao, like black pepper, or white pepper, black pepper, we all call them hujiao. What's up, Levi? We're going through examination with me, okay? Like, I just feel like at the same time you guys get to learn the history and the information with me. And so this question is asking like a Chuan cuisine. They're using 3 different pepper majorly, okay? One is red chili pepper. One is pepper. Pepper is including black pepper and white pepper. And there's huajiao. Huajiao is Sichuan pepper, the one that make you have the non-filling. And also fresh ginger and soybean paste sauce, making lots of like multi flavor. And so that's why like Sichuan is famous for its like 1,000 different kind of flavor. So one specialty for Sichuan food, okay, Sichuan cuisine, is that not only, most of people know Sichuan food is pretty spicy, right? But actually Sichuan food is not only spicy, but also have lots of different kind of flavor. So Sichuan cuisine, like, it's called 百菜百味. So it's like 100 different cuisine, 100 different dishes, 100 different kind of flavor. So Sichuan cuisine is basically famous for its flavor, like variety of flavor. See, this is Chuan Cai, like Sichuan flavor. Good evening, Matt, welcome. See, that's all the Sichuan food right here. I think I got that right too. That should be right. So yeah, we're right. Look delicious. Yeah, you see like Chuan Cai from Sichuan province, the dish from Sichuan province, they got most of like a pepper and spice. Okay, they got more spice than other cuisine. The reason we only have 4 major cuisines is because in Ming-Qing dynasty, the emperor is basically addicted to this kind, and also like based on the variety, the majority people choosing the cuisine. So the 4 major cuisine is the majority of people using it and having it. And after 4 major, there's 8 major and 12 major. I'm from Zhejiang province, so Zhe cuisine, like Zhejiang province cuisine, is basically they put it into like 8 first 8 category, but first 4 is a major cuisine for all the Chinese food. So let's keep going. So the next one, Lu Cai, is from Shandong province. It's also one of the 4 major cuisines. So Lu Cai means from the food from Shandong province, and it's from China, north of China, have long history and the biggest influence. Represent the North cuisine. So remember, take a note right here. We do have 4 major cuisine, and Shandong cuisine is the biggest, have the most influence over all the Chinese cuisine. So Lu Cai from Shandong province is the biggest cuisine. That's what I'm going to, that's what I had correct, and that's right, right? That's right. And let's do you know how to cook? I mean, of course, I've been doing lots of cooking video already. Yes, let's take a look at the Lu Cai, okay? Lu Cai. Lu Cai, you see, is like this kind of fried fish. If you see this, or if you see any kind of like let's move right here. Move this. You guys see this? This fried fish right here. That's called 糖醋鲤鱼. So you basically deep fry the fish first. You know, you deep fry fish outside like skirt, and then, you know, putting the sour and vinegar sauce over it, and putting the pepper and spring onion and everything over it. That's the influence from the Lu cuisine. So Lu cuisine is from Shandong province. You guys probably don't know where Shandong is. Let me put you guys here. Shandong province. Let me show you guys the location, okay? I think, you know, then you guys will understand. So this is where Shandong located. It's just like the heart of, why is comes out like in Japanese? Here. So this is where Shandong located. We have 4 major cuisine in China, and Shandong cuisine is one of the biggest influence. So that's why, like, if you go to the Chinese restaurant, you see this kind of like a deep fried cuisine, and even like this heavy pork belly. That's mostly likely from Shandong province. They're using having soy sauce. Thank you for the heart, Levy, Toy Man. Thank you. Yeah. So for all the people, I see Terry here. You know, Philly's still here. So let me break down for you guys. We're doing this live stream, like we study. You guys study with me together, okay, on this issue, because I'm preparing for my tour guide examination. So this is the question I'll be getting. So this question is asking about oh, that's a different. Good morning, Onyx. I'm teaching people the cuisine, okay? Because there's like different kind of knowledge you have to learn to preparing for the examination. So now, thank you for the heart, Terry. So we're going through the food part. As a tour guide, you have to learn the history, you have to learn the policy, you have to learn the culture. And food is a big culture of Chinese tourism too. So let me break down for you guys. Okay, we have 4 major cuisine. Take a notes. One from, I think most famous one internationally is from Sichuan province. So the Chuan cuisine is from Sichuan province. And then the Lu cuisine is from Shandong province. And then we have Yue cuisine is from Guangdong province. And then we have what else? I'm so freeze. Hold on. Yue, Lu, Chuan, and Huaiyang. Huaiyang is Su province, like Jiangsu province. I would definitely hire you as my tour guide. So that's the 4 major cuisine in China, because in Mingqing dynasty, usually you have this kind of cuisine because it's very popular and most of people are using that kind of. Do you get paid to be a tour guide? No, Sensei, I still didn't get. Depends on how people willing to pay. Like, I think for English translator right now, I think at least like 50, 60 US dollar per day as a tour guide. Hi, ni hao ma, welcome. So we're now talking about Lu cuisine. So the picture you are seeing right now, that's from Shandong province. That's a Lu cuisine, right? So remember, so why Shandong is calling, we calling Shandong Lu, because every province also have like a short term, Like for Shandong province, we call it Lu. For Sichuan, we still call it Chuan, so it's very easy to understand. For Guangdong province, we call it Yue. But Guangdong cuisine have like very interesting, specialties because Guangdong people are like all the first immigrants from China to different country. They're all majorly come from Guangdong province and also from Fujian province. So most of them, they going overseas and come back, bring all the different way of making food. So Yue food, Yue cuisine, most of the Chinese food, okay, the Yue food is also very famous internationally because Yue cuisine usually taking lots of experience from overseas. Like the way of they making the food. You guys will be seeing like after we keep going. Okay, so now let's keep going with it. This one I got it right, so let's take the next one. So the question is about Jianghu dish. Jianghu dish majorly from Chongqing. You guys all know Chongqing right now. How many people know Chongqing? Type 1 right now. Type 1 if you have heard Chongqing. Okay, how many people know? I think everybody know Chongqing right here. Type 1 if you know Chongqing right here. Type 1 if you know Chongqing. Nick knows it. Mav knows it, right? So Terry knows it. And Stacy know it, Riga know it, Diane know it. Everybody know Chongqing, right? It's cyberpunk city. But back then, they were very famous for its Jianghu cai. Jianghu in Chinese is very interesting interesting way to describe the society. So Jianghu usually means this kind of it's like a words come from the fiction. Like we have the Chinese fiction talking about you living in the Jianghu. Is like when you go out, it's like very associated with the Kung Fu word, okay? Jianghu means when you go out, you have to embrace this kind of like a culture that there's dangers everywhere, but you also get to know some like a best of your friend, like some of your best friend that from the society. You have to embrace all the challenge. Okay, so the whole society we call it Jianghu. So Chongqing is this kind of place that everybody comes out. They are very how do we see? They're very vibing. Okay, Chongqing people is very passionate, and their food is also very passionate. So that's why you see lots of spicy food come from Chongqing province, right? So if you see this like Jianghu cai is called they're calling it 正宗菜. It's like the original let's say call it like passionate food. They 最先发迹重庆的大排档小酒家. 大排档 means it's kind of like an open kitchen on the street. Like if you come to China, lots of people should know like we have this kind of like a open kitchen like in like we call 排档. Like see, this is so hard to translate all the things in China. But is it like when you go out? I think sometime we do the live stream, we go to somewhere, you see this kind of like the fresh cutting, they put in the fresh cutting food on the plate. Does that make sense? Like so you have to choose whatever you want to eat, and they will just like taking the plate and cooking for you. That's what we call 排档. So 排档 basically means all the fresh food together. So I think the Jianghu dish is from there. I think it's right because I'm not sure, okay? So yeah, that's right. 大排档小酒家 means like we have this tradition like for all the fresh cutting food, like people prefer the fresh food, right? So many Canadian on your channel. I think Canada should be your list when you have your tour company. Maverick, yeah, I think Sadie is actually in talk with me about that. I mean, we'll think about that later. Thank you for the Papa Vote, Ni Hao Ma, and Nick, thank you for the heart. Yeah, guys, don't forget send one heart to join the team, okay? We'll try to, I'm studying with you guys. I need to get study, guys. That's why I'm saying, look, if I'm studying and also I need to do the live stream, why not just do this together? So that's what I'm doing right now. So if you try to learn some knowledge about China, hop in the channel right now, learn some knowledge, especially right now we're introducing the food. So let's keep going, okay? So the next question. 江湖菜的最大特点是土杂土粗杂. Okay, that got me lost. So 土 means like you're fresh from the ground. 粗 means like now it's so hard to translate though. It's not like a straight answer. Um, let me just. Yeah. I that's what I'm going to do. No, Squeeze, we're learning, preparing my tour guide exam, and this is all the information I need to learn. And I remember, I just feel like if I'm going to, let's pass or fail as a team. Yeah, toy man. So this is what we learn. You know, I think it's like the way of learning it is also very interesting. You got to learn the major cuisine China. Trust me, before I learn, like do the research, do the study, lots of things I didn't even know. If you ask people what's the four major cuisine in China, like I think 90% of people in China don't know about that. That's how, you know, it's deep our culture is. So now because I'm studying it, now I know. Okay, I will tell you the four major cuisine is from one Sichuan province, Chuan cuisine, and Lu cuisine is from Shandong province, and then third one is Yue cuisine is from Guangdong province, and fourth is from Suzhou. It's called Huaiyang dish, Huaiyang cuisine. And the biggest one, have the most influence, is actually from Shandong province. Most of people, I think it's Sichuan province, Chuan cuisine got the most, is the most famous internationally because it's spicy food. But Sichuan province, like Sichuan cuisine, is never famous for really famous for its spicy flavor. Sichuan cuisine has lots of different kind of food. They are most famous for its like thousands of different flavor. So Sichuan cuisine have lots of flavor. Shandong cuisine is actually very heavy and also have lots of deep fry. And you know, it's just like, let me go through the question first. So Kungfu Cai, Kungfu, you guys know Confucius, right? So Kungfu means, back then Kungfu is heavily related to the government. Confucius culture is heavily related to the government and also educational system. And so Kungfu Cai means this kind of cuisine that for the government official, because when they're having this kind of meeting, they have to also eat food. So 油条很好吃，油条 is just like a very regular food out here. So you see like 诗礼信银杏八仙过海，怀抱鲤鱼. Damn, this is so. Let's try to search about the cuisine right here. So it's called 诗礼银杏. Okay, I don't even think Google can find it. One fun fact about Chinese cuisine is like most cuisine right now, like we starting to get people lost. Like we starting to lose people that know how to cook it. Hold on. What is this food? I don't even know what is this food. Damn, this is not okay, this is the food here. Let me just stop right here. Hold on. Thank you, Ray Lee. No. Let me see.
中中就做完了。
Damn, that's the food. That's the food. Take a look out here. Can we see this? Sounds easy. It's hard. This is just one category. I'm trying to do the live stream because I think people still got, you know, interested in this food. But look at this. So this is one of the, I think they, hold on. Let me do this. Translation. Oh, it's also from Shandong province. And let me do quick translate. It's hard to translate about this food. Let me ask DeepSeek. Okay, I need DeepSeek. I need help from DeepSeek to the translation. Can you help me to do a short introduction about 诗里灵性 in English? Let's do this. Instead of filling a blank or multiple choice, they have like a right and wrong answer, you know, for you to choose. Basically like a choice and also multiple choice. And that's the first part. For writing part, they won't be giving you so hard, like they will give you the options. And for the interview and the presentation, it's on another date. It's like next Monday. So look here. 诗里 Jinkko is a traditional and culturally significant Chinese dish originating from Qufu. Qufu is in Shandong province. The hometown of Confucius. The hometown of Confucius. We're going there. And the dish is sweet and elegant dessert made primarily from ginkgo nuts, which are simmered in a syrup often infused with rock sugar and osmanthus flowers. The result is a glossy, amber-colored delicacy with a unique, slightly bitter, sweet flavor and a soft, tender texture. Like that. Like this one. You see? You have like a ginkgo nuts on the top, and they have this kind of like a syrup over it. Bro. More than just a food, Shili Ginkgo symbolizes the enduring Western and scholarly traditions of Confucius. It represents a taste of history and historical and classical Chinese culture. Okay, let's move on this. I think this answer should be yes too. This should be yes. Let's take a look at this. Am I going to be right? Are we going to, I mean, I'm going to just guessing the answer, okay, most of the time. But this one should be okay. Because Confucius is also from, I say, no, it's wrong. Where did I wrong? Oh, hold on. Where does it wrong for? Hold on. Oh, 草菇蒸鸡, the last dish, 草菇蒸鸡 is for 谭家菜. 草菇蒸鸡, bro. Yeah. So 炒菇蒸鸡 is basically, did you start today? Yeah, I start like 2 days ago. No, I mean, it's not so serious, guys. Like the food part, I can get it handled, okay? So 炒菇蒸鸡 makes it means steamed chicken with straw mushroom. You guys see this? Let me move a little bit here so you guys get to see it. So this is a Homestead Cantonese dish. It's not from Shandong, okay? So that's like a Yue cuisine. You see? I made a mistake here. So remember what's the 4 major cuisine? One from Guangdong province, one from Sichuan province, one from Shandong province, and one from Jiangsu province. That's the 4 major cuisine. Even though we have so many other cuisines in different area, then you have 8 major cuisine and 12. But the 4 major cuisine is the mostly used, most introduced, mostly followed. So let's keep moving. So the next one. Okay, this one I got it wrong. Okay, I think we're okay. So 宫廷菜, like the 宫廷菜is like a palace cuisine. So all the cuisine that they serve in the palace for emperor. Their shape and their looking majorly use this kind of like a surrounding. Wei means surrounding. Pei means combination. Like you make like one thing combined with others. You study only once a year. Come on, guys. You guys know I'm doing live stream, okay? Squeeze, bro. And xiang means putting something on it. Xiang, decorated something, for example, decorated like one nuts on this like food. And then niang means fermenting. So that's for the palace dish. I will say yes. Okay, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, you see, sometimes you think like the answer is right. Let's take another one. So 红楼菜, you guys, how many know like 红楼梦? Like what's in 红楼梦is one of the 4 major literature, national literature, but I don't know the name in. Let me try to. 红楼梦, what is in English? 红楼梦 is like one of the major literature. Dream of the Red Chamber. That's like one of the 4 major literatures, national literature in China. So in the fiction, in the literature, okay, in the fiction, they're saying like the food they serve in that fiction, because there's like a rich family house in that fiction, and they're saying like, are they similar to the palace dish, palace cuisine? I would say yes. No. Okay, it's like a local government dish. It's not like a palace dish. To me, they are similar though. 你好, Rim Tour, welcome. Wrong again. 红楼菜, the still the cuisine from. It's okay, Terry. The cuisine from the Dream of Red Chamber, that fiction. They have like a salted goose pound, ham stew, a ham and pork feet stew, and old scallop with the pearl. Then I think it's right. That's it, right? Yeah, I get that right. Go China tour guide. 孔府菜 is like 我国延续时间 so 孔府菜 is like the government cuisine have the longest time. I think is right. Yes. And in the 4 major cuisine of China, so deep fried, and pa should be salted, and use soy sauce, green onion, and garlic for, and also using, I think that one should be Shandong cuisine, so this like a Lu dish. No, the text is on Saturday for the writing text. I got this right. So this one, you see the 4 major cuisine right here. Don't need no stinking license. Come on, Diane. Who said we're not giving up though? Yesterday? Remember, Diane, we're not giving up. Come on. We're definitely not giving up, okay? We're definitely not giving up. Saturday, yes. A couple of days good. I need like, no, I only have 1 day and tomorrow. We were rebels. To be honest, like for you to start like a travel company, you don't need to have the license as a tour guide. You can be like a boss, hire people with a license. And, but I think I'm just trying to get a license to, in the future, when we go to the tourist area, we don't have to pay for the ticket. That's why I try to get a license, okay? If you got like a tour guide license, no matter what kind of like attraction you go, As a Parker has been in China for the past week. Hassan Picker is the guy with a glass on. He's like a big streamer, right? So using so many different ingredients, and actually this one should be the Sichuan. No, this one is Yue dish, Yue Kushing. Yue Kushing. So this one, yeah, I'm wrong. Should we include that everything belong to Shandong cuisine right now. One, it's the shark wing. Like what how do we translate that? And also one thing, lots of traditional Chinese food, they are now, the resource you cannot get it. Shark fang. This one is like a shark fang. So shark fang. And what are you doing, Ariel? We're learning, preparing for my tour guide exam, and I'm trying to let people know like what kind of question am I going to getting for the examination. We're learning the 4 major cuisine right now. Like we're learning the cuisine in China. Like there's lots of boring topic too. So I won't be showing the boring topic on live stream. If I'm going to learn, I'm going to learn here with you guys on live stream. So the third one is the fried tofu with shrimp. Need an exam to be a tour guide in China. You do need certain you need to prove you are able to be capable being a tour guide. You don't need a license to be tour guide, to be honest, but it's better for you to have a tour guide license, so you can have all the free ticket entrance. Welcome, Steve. Welcome. It's just like being a tour guide in China. Everything you want to be, you need to prove that you know the knowledge, you're capable of doing that. What if you are just bullshitting, like people don't know, right? The license, the purpose of license is to tell like you are free ticket. Sounds good. Basically, yeah, like you can still starting your own travel company without having a tour guide license. We just saw a guy in Neosho Mountain. He's also a streamer, and he told me, what's your city recommendation for foreigner coming to China? What's my city recommendation? I would recommend you to go to anywhere, Ariel, but the thing is depends on, are you like the big city or are you like the village, right? Like you can still go into lots of village, and we just come back from the lowest tier of city in China 3-4 days ago. If you want to go to big city, there's only 4 tier 1 city, Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, Guangzhou, just go there. But I would say go to tier 3, tier 4, you will still think it's a big city. Because last week we were in a tier 5 city. There's only 2 million people population. We call them the lowest tier. That's a poor city. But you still got high building. You still got people driving cars everywhere. What about Suzhou? Suzhou is tier 2 city, almost tier 1. Suzhou is definitely a good place to go. But there's lots of, you definitely need, guys, if you guys go to Suzhou, you definitely need a guide, okay? If you go there, you don't even know, what's behind, the Suzhou landscaping culture. I'm learning that. Trust me, I'm trying to show you guys a question here, okay? We can go back to outside and see, this is Suzhou, as if you try to be a tour guide for Jiangsu province. I failed my visa. Oh, Rose, let me know the result. Okay, thank you for the heart, Laura. So guys, for Suzhou landscaping, okay, there's lots of questions. Let's keep going to there's different kind of garden, okay? Last time, I will show you guys, me and Sadie, I brought her to this place. It's called Zhuozhen Garden. So let me introduce you guys how to see the, how to look at the, the view in China. Okay, there's lots of knowledge about it. You guys see the landscaping right here, right? Suzhou is most famous for its park and garden. And you know why? Because park and garden, they're well designed. You need to find your special angle to see the view. Look at from here. Look from this picture, guys. Be right back, man. Well, it's okay. But I'm going to tell you guys the most important part, if you come to China, okay? This is the most important part. You need to know how to look at the view, okay? So this picture, I think you guys all see it. Why is loading so slow, bro? Did I just close it? Don't tell. Oh, it's not here. It's here. Guys, see this? This is a picture inside the Suzhou garden, Georgian garden. You guys see this kind of like a hollow window? In one garden in Suzhou or Jiangsu province, you got thousands of different angles. If you go to the garden, you're looking for this kind of, this flower shape, right? This is called a borrowed saying. If you go to the place, you see a window, you're not only see the window, you are seeing the window that represents you, like presenting you the view. So this view specifically included this flower shape and the pagoda inside. You are borrowing the same from like 2 miles away. That's how you see the view in China. This is like an olden, this is like an ancient way that they designed this whole garden like this. I don't know if you can understand what I'm talking about. Hello, Barb. Do you say Chinese is much harder to write and read? Of course, yes. Like if you try to just understand the daily speaking, Chinese is not that hard. Like if you have like a Chinese girlfriend, boyfriend, you will learn that pretty easily. But if you try to really get into talking, it's going to be hard. Like writing is going to be hard. You need to memorize so many characters. My kids are in school right now. Also, do you speak any other language? Like not so many. Like I don't speak any other language. I only speak my local language, Taizhou, like Taizhou Hua, Taizhou Hua. So you see, like, it's like huge difference though. Thank you for the heart, Barb. Thank you for this pop, fast pop. Thank you, Rose. Thank you for the all the gift. You guys see this? I don't know if you guys can understand what I'm talking about. You guys see the pagoda right here, right? So the garden will be building up almost every detail they're building up on purposely because they know there's like a pagoda right there. So they will be putting this window here for you to see the view. This is what happened with the Chinese Asian, knowledge. Like people really care about this. And that's why, the knowledge about China is so hard to, even for the garden, you need a whole book or like several books to study. I'm trying to ask a DeepSeek how to like do the translation because it's really hard. Scenery, okay, it's called scenery borrowing and scenery adding. So there's lots of scenery borrowing from the other area to see this kind of view. And also there's like scenery borrowing, like adding. So they would design every angle of the garden, like the picture. So for you to understand, like you see like this kind of picture. Like when you go there, you're supposed to see this picture in person. With so many different elements too. Will this be a little bit boring? I think people feel like this is like too boring to listen. I think I need to also find a way to talk about this. So the biggest garden of Suzhou ancient garden, okay? Suzhou have lots of garden. I think the biggest one should be Liu Garden. It's the one we went. It's the one I brought Sadie to. Jiangnan 其实冠云峰. Let me see this. 冠云峰. I mean, look, for real, usually for study is like a painful process. Like not so many people are willing to learn. This is the Guanyun Feng. This one should be in Liu Garden. Can we see the picture here? Lots of fake mountain there. See here? Those are the mountain from Tai Lake. So Tai Lake is, we call Taihu, is in between Jiangsu province and Zhejiang province. Message are not coming through, Ariel. What have you messaged? So this one is, the lake is coming from the bottom of the stone is coming from the bottom of the lake, right here. Okay, let's take a look here. So this one should be this. Yeah, I'm right. So 始建于清代的清晖园，位于广东的 Damn, I'm so hard. This is so hard. I would say Guangzhou? No, Foshan. Damn, this is hard. This is hard. Below the section below, which one belonged to the Suzhou ancient garden, Georgian garden? I was literally just there 2 months ago, and I couldn't know like which one is belong to it. There's so many names. I will see the first one. Yeah, 月香堂. Yeah, I got it right. I got it right. So 原名出自王羲之的寄畅园. 王羲之 should be in Suzhou. 王羲之 should be in Wuxi city. Yeah, Wuxi is literally for my heavy exam, bro. Guys, this is the literally, guys, this part is the easiest one. That's why I'm showing you guys. The most difficult part is the history and the culture and also the policy and the legal policy, bro. This is to tell. I mean, what if I can pass exam? They're saying the exam is not for like how much point you got. It's for like on average, like how many, how many points you got in the total population. For example, if you can get like a first, like the acceptance rate is like 30%. If you can just be the first 30%, because definitely not so many people know everything about this. And most of people are not taking tour guide exam as like a very serious stuff. So I think I still got a chance. 四大 Lorraine's barking at me. 四大名园中 in the 4 major garden in Guangdong province, the best one they still preserved. Damn, this one first one? No. 余英山房 Curve grading. Be right back, Roxy. Thank you for coming. So let me. Oh, I forgot. I need to bring this back here. Yeah, let's do this. Let's learn the knowledge together here. Hey, the Hoey Frank, welcome, Hoey. I'm doing my learning now. We're talking, we're learning the garden knowledge, food knowledge together. So in the garden, the fake mountain and water location, settlement. Okay. 渔父钓叟之园. It should be in like this first one. Yes. At a pass, but I think him is the only person winning it though. No, guys, I think I'm good. So for now the biggest classic royal garden in China. Royal garden in China, biggest one in China, still preserved. The first one is Beijing Yihe Garden. It's possible. Second, Suzhou Zhuozhen Garden. Yeah, it's not like a royal garden. This is a biggest Suzhou garden. So it shouldn't be B. The third one, Suzhou Liu Garden, is also, belong to like Suzhou, not the biggest one in China. It's either A or D. So D is Chengde Bishu Shanzhuang. How to translate that? Is the village that for the emperor back then to during the summer they will go there to have the vacation mountain. I would say
resort.
A resort, yes, royal resort. Royal resort. I would say A. Bro, it's D. It's D. Yeah, that's the biggest one, royal resort. Okay, we still preserved in Chengde. Okay, that's in Hebei province. Yeah, but every time if I had it wrong, I remember that. So there's like a 72 scenery of the most famous royal garden in China. Should be the first one, right? First one is the resort, okay? The summer resort. Yes, that's what we just had, okay? Like, you see, we're learning now. The biggest royal resort or like royal garden is the Chengde Royal Resort in Hebei province, right? We are learning, right? We're getting. 四季假山, 4 season fake mountain, 5 dragon wall. In where, bro? It's getting serious, guys. It's either from this 个园 garden and Yu garden. 4 season mountain, I think, is in Zhuozhen garden. That's where I brought Sadie to. Maybe B. number. Damn. Oh, Yu Garden have 5 Dragon Wall. How many people went to the Yu Garden when you come to China or come to Shanghai? I didn't know that, bro. We run again. 世纪假象 in 个人. Okay, I'm learning it. I'm remembering it. So in Jiangnan, Gangnam Garden, of course, Suzhou is the representation. Yeah, Suzhou represent all the Jiangnan Garden in China. So the Suzhou. There's another one. Which one is Suzhou's biggest classic garden and also the Suzhou's representation? I think is Georgian Garden. Yeah, that's where we went. That's where we went with Sadie. We went there. Just keep going. So Yangzhou Ge Garden is picking from 月映竹城千个字. This damn. They're asking you which poetry are making this poem. Okay, I'm going to guess, right? This one. Oh, I got it right. Okay, so which one is the most preserved, the most completed royal garden? The first one, Yiheyuan. No, I think it's still like a fourth one. The Bihe Garden in Beijing is the most completed. That's still preserved. So what? They destroyed the fourth one, the biggest. Okay, the turns out the biggest royal garden got destroyed. So the most completed, like preserved, is in Beijing Yihe Garden. See, guys, you are learning with me. You guys want to see the Yihe Garden's picture? Let me search like Yihe Garden picture. This is the Yihe Garden in Beijing. You got it? Damn, Terry. Terry got it. Yeah, that's a Yihe Garden. That's the most completed royal garden in China. Like they still preserve. I think yes, it makes sense though. It makes sense. Because most of the time, like Beijing, I think it's got least destroyed. Nanjing got totally destroyed during the war, but like Beijing, yeah, Beijing makes sense because most other area like suffered the war, but Beijing is the capital. Not to do. Oh, you can back again. So look, let's take a look at this one. Which garden got the most fake stone? Most fake stone. I would say like the lion forest. It's Liu Garden. Liu Garden is also in Suzhou, Jiangsu province. So, 以少胜多. So which one which garden here has the least scenery but still very famous for its not so many stuff? I have no idea. Like A, yeah, the A one wasn't even famous that much, but they still keep the specialty right there. So the owner of the garden really like the bamboo, and there's lots of bamboo inside the garden. The garden from JhnenVEE. Damn, JhnenVEE is like one of the poetry. Bamboo. Which one got the bamboo? Yu Garden, Liu Garden, Jichang Garden, Ge Garden. I would say with the bamboo. Bro, Ge Garden in Yangzhou City. So Ge Garden used the stone represent 4 seasons. How could I know this? I never been to that place, bro. So bamboo stone, I'm just going to guess. Lake stone, yellow stone, and black stone. Bruh, everything is right? No, E is wrong. Like the black stone is wrong. So, below this, like in the garden scenery, which one is a major? Blackstone is bad. Yeah, that's how you memorize the question. Okay, Terry. Usually, like people have this notes under it. People are just remember like Blackstone is bad. That's a good way to remember it. So, which one is a major life area like for people who used to live in Yihe Garden? 乐寿 is like happy and longevity hall, and jade and wave hall. B is like jade and wave. Third is like the longevity, and Zhen is like loyalty. I think it's like the first one, happy longevity. Oh, there's like a several hall of that. There's like a multiple choice. I'm so tired. I mean, Terry, go to sleep. I'm like, when is the test? It's like on Saturday. Guys, that's why I try to show you guys like I'm going to do, after I finish this 20 question, we're going to go hard on the food section, okay? And this is like one of the part is called the garden, you need to know the garden of China, like as a tour guide. I would say like I would choose this. I never been to Yihe Garden. Bruh, I lost too. Yeah, like all I need to do is like try to go over all the questions. So I think, after I do one time, I at least I won't be, if I got full, like we don't got like full again, right? You don't make same mistake like 2 times, 3 times. So Suzhou, like 4 major historical garden of Suzhou. It's 狮子林、沧浪亭、拙政园、留园. That one I know. Okay, 4 major garden in Suzhou. Yes, I got that. Title win anyways. Yes, let me. 9 out of 20. Same question in the test. It's almost similar question. Like most of the question, they just like try to change the form. But it's just like if you know the 4 major Kuxing, 4 major garden in Suzhou, like you will understand, right? Let's do the food. Let's do the food again. So 随园菜 is in 随园. Yeah, I think right. Yes, 随园 dish Kuxing. In Qing Dynasty, the palace Kuxing is formed by 3 different flavors, like a Beijing Kuxing, a Manchu barbecue beef and lamb, and Suzhou Hangzhou flavor. Damn, this is hard. I don't think like they have like a Suzhou Hangzhou flavor. Maybe right? No, it's wrong. I know it's wrong. So in Qing Dynasty, the palace, the royal family, they're having Shandong flavor. Yeah, it's like Lu, Kuxing, and Manchu flavor, and Suzhou. So it's not like a Beijing flavor. Okay, there's no Beijing dish. Guys, one thing about Beijing Kuxing suck. Beijing Kuxing suck, okay? Beijing Kuxing suck. Just remember this, okay? Like if you go to Beijing, like only the Beijing duck is okay. All the other Beijing Kuxing suck. So they won't even appear. Welcome Blanco, they won't even appear on the menu. Okay, even for the people like back then, the Impro in Beijing, they're not using Beijing Kuxing. Think like that. Like Shandong Kuxing is popping. Beijing. I'm talking facts. Even from the text, like they're not putting Beijing Kuxing there. So Beijing Palace Kuxing preserved the Qing Dynasty. don't know. Because Beijing basically doesn't have any kind of cuisine there. If they preserve the palace cuisine, yeah, like they stole the palace, you know, the cuisine from the palace, like from the emperor. But emperor is using other cuisine. So that's one thing when we're talking about the culture, like, you know, the history, you know, when you become the emperor, you are using other people's cuisine, and now you are talking like Beijing people are talking about this is our cuisine. No, that's basically from Shandong and Suzhou, Hangzhou. Hangzhou is the city I'm living in. And also, you know, the Manchu flavor. So they combine now, like, you know, all the Beijing cuisine, you guys. Did she actually say when he said, "What's up, Beijing"? No, he didn't say, "What's up, Beijing"? He said, 我在 Beijing. He said, "I'm at Beijing right now." Thank you for the heart, Karen. But God, people like use that kind of voice saying like, "What's up, Beijing?" But he never said that. He said, 我在 Beijing. 我 means me. 在 is in, and Beijing, I'm in Beijing. Palace cuisine is for the emperor and your queens and royal family, and it's like a high official of the government. And the specialty is to choose the very rare ingredient. Hey Karen, welcome. And I think it's right, yeah, because, you know, it's like for palace, like people living in a palace, sometimes like lots of palace cuisine right now, you cannot have the ingredient because now it's all like illegal. Like, for example, the pound of the bear back then is like a palace cuisine. Now you cannot have this in China. It's like illegal. And also even the wild dog you cannot have right now. Lots of cuisine, they lose its, you know, just people no longer making them anymore because for the modern law right now, they protect all the wild animal and they don't want people to eat that. I would say yes. What? Oh, no government official. So yeah, the palace dish is only for the emperor, queens, and his like 100 different wives, and the family, royal family, but not for the high official, not even for high. Okay, I got it, bro. Confucius, welcome, Lovey. Confucius cuisine represents 100 different vibes. Yes, like for the Lu cuisine, I think that's right. Like Confucius, because guys, Confucius is also from Shandong province. Okay, if you come to the chat, try to learn something, Confucius come from Shandong province, and Shandong province also have heavy history of China, and they also have like their, you know, Confucius, like Shandong cuisine is the biggest, most influential Chinese cuisine in China. Take a note if you come to the live stream right now. Like Shandong cuisine, okay? Shandong cuisine is the biggest, most influential cuisine in China. Okay, just keep that in mind. All the Chinese food you are saying, they have this kind of inspiration from Shandong cuisine. Okay. So Chinese vegetarian table is based on the vegetarian food, palace, vegetarian food, and the regular vegetarian food. No, I really have no idea. I should be right. Palace cuisine is made by the chef from the palace. Yeah, this one is right. They didn't mention the government official. So yeah. The palace food is only for the royal family. It's only for the emperor and his wives and his family, but not for government official. Last time we got that wrong because there's a government official mixed into the question. This time you see, fool me once, fool me twice. Vegetarian from Buddhism? No. Vegetarian food has been in China for like 1,000 years. So government cuisine based on is not usually based on the size, and it's based on the size is not like lower than the palace cuisine, but yeah, I think so. So we have the government cuisine and the emperor palace cuisine. So palace cuisine should at this level, government built like cuisine should around here, and then the regular cuisine right here. I think so. No, there's no level to this. Oh. So yeah, you see, lots of problem with this. So Chinese vegetarian food has long history. It's coming from Qing and the Han period. Back then, it's major for like the sacrifice and the big ceremony for the vegetarian food. I think so. Yes. No. It's from Chunqiu. Okay, from Chunqiu era. So it's like later than the Qing Han. No, it's even before that. So it's before the Qing dynasty, because you have Chunqiu, this kind of a fighting warlord era, and then you have the Qing unified the whole China, and then is the Han Chinese, start from Han dynasty. Yeah. So because the Tanja cuisine is really selecting the ingredient, and yeah, I think it is right. Like they're saying like it's popular back then. No. Oh. So there's difference with palace dish cuisine and the Tanja cuisine. Tanja cuisine is more like focused on using the fire. In this question, they're saying like Tanja cuisine is more famous for like using the knife. So for the palace cuisine, is more, they're more focused on using the knife. They will be cutting some like a beautiful graphic from the meat, from the vegetables. And Tanja cuisine is more focused on the fire. So yeah, now I'm learning. I'm learning from this kind of questions. So all those dish below belong, which one is below belong to the Lu cuisine, like a Shandong cuisine. The shark fin. The shark fin is belong to. No. Oh, the shark fin is from Guangdong province. Damn, this is so hard. The shark fin. No, they also have shark fin, but they're not like cooking like this. So the ingredient will be different, will be the same, but the way of cooking will be different. Let's see this. From Yuan Mingqing dynasty, I would say Shandong dish. Yeah, Shandong dish coming. Told you that Guangdong is on the ocean. No, like Shandong is also on the ocean. Stotak. Shandong is also on the ocean. Qingdao is also have one of the biggest, seafood port. Like Shandong have almost everything. Shandong is the biggest cuisine. Like Lu dish, Lu cuisine is the biggest and most influential in China. Like Guangdong cuisine is basically taking inspiration from lots of like foreign cuisine. So Guangdong is also considered one of the 4 major cuisine in China. But we have Chuan cuisine, Lu cuisine. Chuan is from Sichuan province, Lu from Shandong province, and Guangdong province like Yue cuisine from Guangdong province, and also Huaiyang from Jiangsu province. So this is a 4 major cuisine in China, all through all the history. But the most biggest influence in China. Lorraine should quiz me. Yeah, Lorraine will be quiz me, like she's also learning while I'm learning. So 叫花鸡, 叫花 chicken. Okay, one of the dry chicken. That's actually from Huaiyang, so it's Su cuisine. Yeah, 叫花 is from Jiangsu province. So one dish, one style, 100 dish, 100 different flavor. That one is a specialty for Chuan cuisine. So it's from Sichuan province. So lots of people from the internet, you guys only see like Sichuan province have the spicy food. But spicy food is just one of the flavor in Sichuan. Actually, Sichuan is most famous for its like 100,000 different kind of flavors. Chuan cuisine is famous because it has thousands of different kind of flavors. So this is, that's why I got it right. I also learned it yesterday. So Jianghu dish, Jianghu cuisine is basically, you can also call it Kung Fu cuisine. It's almost like an original cuisine, but it's coming from Chongqing. Chongqing, you guys all know Chongqing right here, right? So Chongqing have this Kung Fu cuisine because Chongqing people are very passionate with their life. If you go to Chongqing, most of the people, they're very passionate. They're like very well going. You guys see the Chinese Trump, they're always very outspoken. So I would say it's from Chongqing here. Which one is the Jianghu cuisine's 鼻祖? 鼻祖 is the originator of Jianghu. 来凤鱼. We just had 来凤鱼.
It was so delicious.
In Hunan province. So yeah, 来凤鱼 is one of the signature. 来凤鱼 is basically this kind of fish head. Like this time we went to Liuyang, we just had this dish. It tastes so good. I went crazy. Yes, we just like tried to find this like a, regular this 大排档 on the street, and we went in with the kid, and that fish amazed me. I got to see him right here. 来凤 fish is one of the greatest fish I had in my whole life, and it's coming from a very regular restaurant. 来凤 fish is like this kind of like a spicy noun fish. They use lots of pepper. Bro, it's also a Jianghu dish. Welcome, Sauzer. So below, which one is the correct description of the Huaiyang dish, Huaiyang cuisine? So the first one that they're looking for the stable flavor, and I think this one is right, like salty, fresh flavor. And the second one is about they're looking for like a good cutting skill technique. 炖焖微武, I think that's also right. Use different pepper? No, like for Huainan dish from Jiangsu province, they're not using too much pepper. That pepper is for Sichuan cuisine. And looking for the originator, yes, the original flavor. That's for Jiangsu cuisine. And this one, the dish have lots of like like looking good. This is tricky. Maybe it's not. Let's see. Bro, I'm lacking that last one. Okay, yeah. What's belong to the Su cuisine, like Jiangsu cuisine? 松鼠桂鱼, so they cutting the fish like a squirrel and they deep fry it. I think last time when Sadie here, like, I brought her to have this. 大煮干丝 sounds like 霸王别姬 is like this kind of like a turtle neck, like turtle cooking with the chicken. They bleeding the turtle before they cooking it. 糖醋鲤鱼 from Lu, like the sour sugar, sour sweet carp is for Shandong province, not for Jiangsu province. Gongbao Jiding for Sichuan. So the first one should be belong to. You don't know like the squirrel fish? So let me show you, Diane, let me show you the 松鼠桂鱼. So like this. You see this? That's the squirrel fish. Like you cutting all the. Let me try to. Can I zoom in like this? Yeah. This is a fish, like squirrel fish. They cutting the fish meat like a little bit slice, like cube, and then they putting the flour like wheat on it, and they deep fry the surface, and dripping the sour sweet sauce. Yeah, this is a squirrel fish. That's from Jiangsu. Okay, Jiangsu province. I think this one I should be getting right. Let's take it. I think I got that right. Yes. So the signature Lu dish, okay. 葱烧海参, that's the sea, what's the name for 海参?
Sea cucumber.
Sea cucumber. Yeah, sea cucumber. So like a scallion sea cucumber, that one should be right. 松鼠桂鱼, we just know the 松鼠, squirrel fish should belong to Jiangsu province, not the Shandong province. They're asking what dishes belong to Jiangsu, Shandong province right now. 糖醋鲤鱼, the sour sweet carp is definitely is. 清蒸甲鲫鱼, I'm not sure. That should be right. Yes. We got it right. We got it right. So let's keep moving. So below which city are, got a name from the United Nations, UNESCO, UCCN for the capital city of the good food? A is Jiangsu province, Huai'an city. B is Jiangsu province, Yangzhou city. C is Macau. 4 is Guangdong province, Shunde city. And E is, they have multiple choice? I think Macau is not in here though, like from UCCN, from United Nations. Let's see. I would say Yangzhou should be it, and Chengdu should be it, Shunde should be it. Maybe 3 of them. Are we right? All of them? Bro, for multiple choice, there's like a chance like all of them are the answer. Okay, let's keep going. Damn, I got 12 out of 20. That's like 60%, guys. 60% accuracy. Let me learn about this. Hold on. Chinese architecture. You missed the curve. I think I should be fine because lots of people are basically preparing, because this is not so serious examination though. Like lots of people taking this not so serious. And if they curve the grade, like we should be fine. So there's like one architecture in China, like this is the Tara is like cry. So there's like one type of the architecture that the city wall is like growing outside of the city. No, I think it's the watchtower. No, it's the enemy tower. Enemy So let me search about what's this enemy tower talking about. Hold on. We can't just. Okay, so you guys know the Great Wall, right? So this is basically the enemy tower, but you aren't giving us much confidence in your tour guide skills. I mean, we're doing a live stream slow tech. I'm not. This is my first day learning, though. I'm giving you slow tech. Like, this is my first day learning the knowledge. Okay, I'm not even professional. I tell everybody about that. 广东. No, we're talking about this kind of tower that on the Great Wall. They're asking you about this kind of like old architecture. I thought that's like a fireplace, but it's not. Now let's move on. This like it will be take too long. I think if we keep doing the question, people are still watching though. I just felt like doing the live stream. Okay, so Ming Dynasty, we call it like 10,000 miles. Great Wall on the west side, the starting point. Okay, I think I know that. It's from Jiayu Guan. Okay, Jiayu Guan is the starting point of the Great Wall. Yes, it's D. Like signal fires on those towers. No, the D tower, enemy tower is not. The Fenghuo tower is where you light the signal tower fires, right? That's what I choose. I got wrong. The enemy tower is for you to fight the enemy. Okay, there's like different function of the wall. So, and the lighting signal fire is called Fenghuo tower. Let's move on. 我国历史上最大. Okay, so based on the history, the biggest size and the longest Great Wall. It should be the main Great Wall. Bro, is Han Great Wall? Damn, I have no clue. It's from Liaoning province. Yeah, take a note for me, guys. The longest and the biggest Great Wall. The Asian Great Wall. Right now, the Great Wall you guys come to China to see, that's a Ming Great Wall. Okay, from Ming Dynasty. But back then, the biggest should be the from Han Dynasty. That's the biggest size in the history. Okay, you guys, sometimes if you keep listening, you might learn more than me. Like, so in all those famous Asian city wall, which one? There's like one of like a Naxi ethnic group special. Which one got a Naxi ethnic group? Is that in Beijing? No, Terry. The Great Wall is coming through Beijing, but it's like 2,000 miles long. Like 2,000 miles. Do you know how long that is? 2,000 miles. No, like 1,500,000 miles. So it's like a crossing different province. Okay, Terry. But the one you see in Beijing is from Ming Dynasty. But yeah, the Han Dynasty is also having a almost similar, Yeah. If you go to Beijing, you all get to see it. But it's just the Han city wall is already got destroyed most of the part. So the one you see is from Ming Dynasty. Ming Dynasty is like, we have the last two dynasty. Like the last one is Qing Dynasty. Before that is Ming Dynasty. From desert in the west to the ocean to the east, yes. Based on like Naxi ethnic group. Let's try to take a look. I don't even know who is Naxi ethnic group. We just have so many. This is Naxi ethnic group. Oh, it's in Yunnan province. Guys, you guys You guys know Jasmania is in Yunnan province, right? Ask her about this. Ask her, does she know about this ethnic group? This is in Lijiang. Okay, this ethnic group is in Lijiang. And they got part of the Great Wall in there in Yunnan too. So one of the wall in Yunnan is from this ethnic group. So Yunnan Lijiang Gucheng, Asian town. Naxi ethnic group. Naxi. I'm typing here. Naxi. You guys can ask her. This is Naxi ethnic group in Yunnan province. So fun fact about Yunnan too, I just learned yesterday too. You guys know we have 56 ethnic group in China. You guys know which province have the most minorities? It's also Yunnan province. They have 22 minority ethnic group living in Yunnan province. So Yunnan actually have so many different kind of ethnic group, and Naxi ethnic group is one of them. Let me like expanding this. I mean, who's calling me? Can I? See, that's a Naxi. Live there mostly? No, like Terry, they are the local people. I don't know what you, do you understand that? So the minority group in China is because they were born there and their history is from there. And we didn't intervene with them. It's mountainous, it's more remote. No, that's where the roots come from, native. Yeah, that's the natives. Most of the time in China, we have so many different ethnic groups that they were born and raised there. And we still preserve the culture there, but back then it's also hard for them to go too far. You know what I mean? That's why I mentioned so many times the infrastructure is so important. Now they also get to come out. Like if you go to the big city, you get to so many in Shanghai, Beijing, you get to see so many people that they're going to a big city looking for the opportunity. And Naxi ethnic group is one of them. They're just looking, they can come out. And Yunnan and Sichuan also, Sichuan province also have lots of ethnic group. And if you go to Xinjiang, there's not only Uyghur people there, there's also different kind of ethnic group. If you go to the northeast of China, we have Korean ethnic group. They're basically by the border of North Korea. And back then, there was only one Korea. So they're all like local people. But Han Chinese, I told you guys, since when we had the Han Chinese, yeah, we are having the Han culture from Han Dynasty. Because when the emperor of Han occupied, conquer the whole China, most of people starting to change their ethnic group to Han Chinese too. And we have the majority of the population because at that time, everybody recognized themselves as Han heritage. But you can still keep your heritage, like this kind of minority group. Like we had this kind of long history for 2,000 years. You can keep your ethnic group, but sometimes like people remember their roots. So if you're Han Chinese, you remember your Han Chinese heritage. And if you're like Naxi ethnic group, you remember the Naxi ethnic group heritage. There's also like the biggest minority group that have the most population, except Han Chinese, is Zhuang ethnic group. So Zhuang ethnic group, most of them, they live in Guangxi province. So still like that, but they're everywhere right now. They're looking for the job opportunity. But they still like most of people living in their hometown, they're doing like this. They're still dressing up like that. Also the festival, you guys heard of like Mid-Autumn Festival and the Qingming Festival? Not every ethnic group are having the same festival. Most of the festival that, even if you go to Korea right now, they also have the Mid-Autumn Festival that's also inherited from the Han culture. But if you're a different ethnic group, you're not using the same festival. Hannah China, she's Miao from Yunnan province. She goes home pretty cool. Yes, and I think that I know that girl. She's also from Miao ethnic group. Miao is also from Yunnan though. Let's keep going. So this one should be the it's Yunnan Lijiang. So they also have their Naxi special. So now I'm also learning. So Badaling Great Wall is which Great Wall? I think it's Ming. Yeah, it's Ming. Badaling is the one you go to Beijing and you see it. Her husband is Han. Yes, she it's very common right now for you to get married. But we need to mention this. Go. So we'll be talking about Weiwei, right? So since we're not having so many people right now. So actually, do you know about Chinese history a lot? I mean, I'm learning, Ariel. Like I don't think anybody can claim themselves know everything about Chinese history because it's so long. Even if you're like a historian, it's so hard for you to understand everything. But let's talk about the Weiwei, okay? The Weiwei culture, actually, their Muslim culture have this one issue that woman still doesn't have too much right. I mean, since now we don't have so many people, we can talk about that because that's all the OGs right here. So I remember last time, one of my friends they get married, and we had this one like this beautiful like Weiwei girl coming. But she's, with one of our friend that's also a girl. They're in a relationship. But when I try to put my camera on her, she says she doesn't want to show her face. Because for Weiwei culture, you're not supposed to be in that category. And if you're a girl, you're not supposed to have this kind of like a relationship. So, and usually for girls, if you got find out from their family, it will be heavy punishment. That's also one thing from their culture. Okay, I'm not saying like I'm just want people to know that even for the minority, there's different kind of. That's why like it's very sensitive in China. What's the punishment? I don't know. Like they will try to track her down. They will try to lock her up. Like we do have lots of people that on Chinese social media, like from this. That's why like the young generation Weiwei people, they also try to get rid of this kind of tradition. That girl was in relationship and she just like she should try to forget about the old tradition. But for Weiwei doctrine, they're not supposed to live like that. And also even for finding like a Han Chinese, is not so advised from their culture. But we still got people doing that. Remember, I introduced you guys lots of like Weiwei rapper right now. They are dressed up like Han Chinese. It's actually is a good option for them to be like that. Seriously, like because otherwise their marriage will be arranged sometimes. Most of minority group, they're still in this living in this kind of like very so isolated environment. Can you spell this minority? It's Uyghur. I mean, slow tech, you definitely know that. It's called they call Uyghur, but it's not Uyghur, it's actually Uyghur. The people they're saying they have the genocide in China. No, it's not because we have the genocide. Yo, I can see you live again. Central, welcome. Uyghur, yes. It's called Weiwei, okay? The G's doesn't pronounce. If you ask the Weiwei people, they will tell you they're Weiwei people, they're not Uyghur people. But last time, we saw that on my live stream. So it's just like lots of minority, they also have their own tradition. But it's good, like, Chinese government don't intervene with this kind of stuff. Everything happened to the minority. We will let them have it, but you cannot put this to Han Chinese, or you cannot put your doctrine to other people. So if you believe in what you want, like you can do that in your area. You also have the area, they're coming from there in Xinjiang province. The Muslim, that's why. But in China, we now have the Hui Muslim. Hui Muslim, basically Chinese Muslim right now. And it's funny that some of my friends, they're Muslim, but they still eat pork. So for the whole religion part, it's not as easy as we talk about. Like some Muslim people in China, they start to eat pork already because they think it's not a big deal. But if you got find out eating pork in Muslim country, you really think USA care about Muslim? No, yeah, right. I think if we talking Hui Muslim different from Uyghur Muslim, there's different branch of Muslim. And also Uyghur Muslim also eat pork though. Like if you go to like Uyghur restaurant, they also eat pork. But if you go to like the Middle East, eating pork is definitely not allowed. I mean, maybe I shouldn't expose them, but that's the truth here. Because I start to do this content, I start to talk to more people, and you'll find out people even drink beers in the halal food in China restaurant. So it's just like I just suggest people to go out talk to more people about this kind of thing, like see more people. I mean, the girl like last time, like we saw her on my live stream. She was not allowed to have this kind of like a same sexual relationship, and also not only for this kind of relationship, but also the free relationship with the most kangaroo. Welcome, kangaroo. Are ethnic Han and speak Mandarin. Uyghur are Turkic and have different. No, Hui Muslim is also like Muslim though. Like if you're talking about Stotek, that's also one thing you have to learn. Like Hui Muslim is also learning the same Gulen or like what do we call this? The doctrine. They share the same doctrine, but Turkic is different, especially East Turkic. They are manipulating Uyghur people with different thinking, even in not their ethnicity. But same thing in China, like you can change your ethnicity too. So you see the definition of it is different. Muslim is their religion. Yeah, like for Han Chinese can also be Muslim. But when you try to be with like follow the religion, you follow the tradition. And then your next generation, your kids, are going to be Muslim. Correct? We're not talking about like cannot change your ethnicity, male cannot change Han. In China you can though. In China you can. Like if you keep following like Muslim culture, if you try to be follower of the Muslim culture, then you become Muslim, right? Especially your kid. And lots of Muslim kids in their area, they got no option for it. That's why like China, our country give you options. But that's a religion. Yes, but that's the tricky part of religion, kangaroo. You know how many Muslim parents, they want their kids born with Muslim ethnic. They won't be admitting them as other ethnic group. Especially for the Muslim family. If you're a girl, you're waiting to get married. That's still happening in the Muslim world. I mean, we're not talking about they're good or bad, but I'm stating the fact. If you talk to the real person, you will understand. So the word is tricky to talk about all the questions, but it's just like I'm telling people that there's like all the conditions we need to think of. Like this ethnic group we call Naxi ethnic group, and we have 22 different ethnic group in China. And this is one of the Naxi group. Like in China, you can change your ethnic group, like if you want, but from your originator group, like if you're like Naxi ethnicity, if you try to change to Han people, from the law it's okay. From your ancestor, usually it's forbidden. But we still got like, that's why the new China giving people the option to be Han Chinese, so you can have more freedom. Okay? Otherwise, there's also like when we're talking about minority, yes, being minority, there's no problem of being minority, but we have to admit there's still lots of restrictions for being minority. Okay, there's still lots of restriction. I mean, talk to more people. Talk to the real person. Get a divorce. Me and Ronnie get a divorce. I don't know. Ask Kangaroo. I didn't get a divorce. I don't even know where is he. So let's go through my question, okay? So which city have 33 kilometers long inner circle? Be the first, which like Asian city is the biggest of the world? Okay, this question is asking me this. I would say Pingyao. Bro, it's Nanjing City. Guys, you guys learning with me, okay? So Nanjing City has 33 kilometers long inner circle. It's the largest of the world from Ming Dynasty. Nanjing ancient town. What did Terry say? I keep going to the next one. So base of the inner circle, it's just like the, you know, the when you have the whole circle of the city, right? The city wall. So this long the length of the city wall, longest, is the Nanjing city. Still right here. When we go to Nanjing, you guys saw me on the city wall, right? That city wall is like 33 kilometers long. 33 kilometers long. Yes. So it's almost like a 25 miles long. So let's take a look at this. Like based on the documents in Chunqiu era in China, which kingdom, which dynasty built the longest square city? Okay. I would say it's Qing dynasty. No, it's not Qing dynasty. It's Chu. Okay. Bro, this is so hard. It's like they built like the longest, like 100 kilometers long square city from Chu kingdom. And which is which part of the Great Wall is at the end of, you know, when it entered the sea of China and have the soul of China, the reputation of soul of China? Bro, enter the sea? Jiayuguan is from the west, is not enter the sea. Damn, I don't know the name of that. Badaling is a part in Beijing. Who are the three ancient people in China? I mean, what's that question? There's so many ancient people in China, not only three though. Bro, this Lao Long Tou, old dragon hat. Then I have no clue about Great Wall. I told people about, like, I have no interest about Great Wall. I usually tell people that I have no interest about Great Wall at all. I have no interest about Great Wall. So which ancient city has no very strict defensive system? I would say Lijiang. Yeah, Lijiang. Oh, okay. Need to know it. Yeah, the Great Wall is boring, right? So the Lijiang ancient city had the least strict defensive system. Okay, guys, that's for you guys to remember, okay? You guys all know Lijiang, right? So Lijiang has the least defensive system, and the road inside the city is very complicated. It's cool, but working on it, right, Kangaroo? I know. It's all the wall, it's all the steps, stairs. Are they the main street? Are the Han, Yi, and the Miao? You mean ancient? No, Miao is one of the ethnic group. Like we have 56 of that. Han is the majority of the population of the ethnic group. We have 56, right? Han is the biggest one. The second one is Zhuang. Zhuang ethnic group is one of the, they literally live in Guangxi province, you know, where they have the dog eating festival. That's in Guangxi province. I mean, people bring out like people eat dog, you know, most of the people eating dog in Guangxi province. That's where the Zhuang ethnic group live there. The whole province have the Zhuang ethnic group. And then there's like a 54, 53 different ethnic group. And Miao is only one of it. It's definitely not the most people. And there's just so many. Like Yunnan province alone have 22 like ethnic group, minority. So Yunnan province is the province that have the most minority ethnic groups. So what ancient city outside there's like a river and so which ancient city is the sample of our like scholars to learn the Ming Dynasty architecture that have the most preserved structure of the Asian city? I think it's Nanjing city. No? Damn, it's Pingyao city. It's in Shanxi province. Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, they keep the most. Yes, they keep the most. Yizhu, right? Yeah, Yizhu is also very stunning. Are you talking about their clothes? Kangaroo? Their food is also good. They all have very tasty food. Called on the South H Mall in Southeast Asia. Yeah, their futures. I mean, I just say like just go understand more. Like I don't even understand, you know. I don't even got chance to talk to enough people like that. But they all looking beautiful though. Their ancestor were the three ancestors of China, right? Huangdi and Chu. Yanди, Huangdi, yes. Chiyou is like Chiyou is more like for the southerners, like mountain area. Like Chiyou in the Chinese history recording, they recorded Chiyou as this kind of monster tribe, because you know Chiyou is very like you know like barbarian. Chiyou have lots of history of this because they lost a war. But that's the three ancestor. Yes, that's like I would say that's the three major tribe, because that's a long time ago. So that's like a major tribe of China. And then, you know, Huangdi went over Yandi and Chiyou. And Huangdi, every descendants or like the kids of China, we call ourselves the descendants of Huangdi. So it's like Yan Huang Zishun, Yan Huang descendants. We're doing that like this. So now we're keep going here. In the Nanjing ancient town, the biggest door of the city wall. Understand I'm about to, that's why I brought, yeah, Cubit, thank you. I mean, that's good for you to brought it up though. So it's Yuncheng Gate, Shence, okay, I have no clue. I think it's Qingliang Gate. Should be, bro. This is just, they're just asking you like which gate is the biggest of the ancient like Nanjing city. 聚宝 means like gathering all the treasures. So gathering all the treasures is the biggest. Okay. Follow the money. So with all the preserved ancient city that started with South Song Dynasty. Oh, this is hard. Pingyao in Shanxi, I don't think they built that right there. South Song Dynasty is actually literally in very close to, I would still say like Nanjing City. Nanjing City. Don't tell me it's Lijiang. Damn, it's Lijiang City. Damn, I got no clue. I thought it's Nanjing City because South Song Dynasty is definitely like they're fleeing from the north. They lose the battle. Song Dynasty got invaded by, later it's the, Mongolia power, and they lose the north capital. They flee to Hangzhou, which is right here. So their capital is in Hangzhou City. And that's why I choose Nanjing. But Nanjing is different. Yeah, Nanjing started way earlier though. So Lijiang is actually built up from South Song Dynasty. Okay, that's good to know. I'm learning. So from after Qing Dynasty occupied conquered the sixth kingdom, and based on which three kingdoms, North Great Wall as the basic and starting the Great Wall. Okay, Qing Emperor started building the Great Wall, but it was based on the base structure of the other three kingdoms. I have no clue. Qi Wei Zhao. For the Chunqiu warlord era, I have no clue. There's like so many different kingdoms, like I cannot remember. So as Qing is from, Qing has its own like war, Yan Guo and Zhao Guo. Okay, Qing Yan Zhao. Let's do one more. So the defensive construction on the Chinese ancient city wall. What comes white? We have for defense. Okay, for defense. 烽火台, the lighting fire platform, considered as defensive? I think so. Bro, don't go away. I think Jiaolou is not. I have no clue. Bro, you see the place you lighting the fire, it doesn't count as defensive. It's just a watchtower. Yeah. Great Wall structure is very complicated. Based on the time, it included. This time should be have the lighting tower, Ditai enemy tower, wall of the city. Bro, I'm so bad. Not defensive. Yes, but this time like you have the lighting part like tower. Not defensive, yes. So Han, you see different dynasty have different like Great Wall. So Han Dynasty, the starting point should be Jiayu Gate, Jiayu Guan. No, Han is different. That's not like Ming. I have no clue, guys. I have to guess. Liaodong and Jiayu Guan. Puchanghai. Puchanghai is in Xinjiang. Now it started at the Xinjiang province and then moved to Liaodong, the ocean. So it ends in the ocean. It starts from Xinjiang province. Thank you for the heart, Diane. We're studying together right now. So the Qing Great War starting. Okay, you see different era have different. Last one is from Han Dynasty. This one from Qing Dynasty. Oh. This one should be from Jiayu Guan now. And ending in, because Fushan has from Han Dynasty, ending in Yalujiang. I got it all wrong. Diane, welcome. Another one. 春秋楚国最早修筑长城. This one should be right. 燕赵, this one I know. This one we just learned from last question. Like Qing Dynasty, they started after they conquer 6 kingdoms. They start with Qing, Zhao, and Yan kingdom to build up the Great Wall. Yeah, Han Wudi, like Han Dynasty have the longest Asian Great Wall. Let's do this. I think they're right. Yes, I got it right. Do another one. So about the Lijiang ancient town, it's at Yunnan province northwest part. Yeah, starting from South Song Dynasty, we just know that. We just know from like 2-3 different questions before. Didn't have too many like influence from, okay, yes, from the mainland. No, I think it got influenced. Everything is right. Yeah, it's like a Naxi ethnic group tradition. So it's different. After the Qing Dynasty occupied whole China, unified China, based on which city wall they built up the Great Wall? Yan, Zhao, Yan, Qing. This is 3 different kingdoms. Yes, we just know that. Bro, look at the report here. We just had 20 questions. We got 6 out of 10, 20 right. We got 6 out of 20 right. That's like 37%, guys. I need to go to food, guys. Let me go to food. Let me shine. Let me shine through food, okay? I need to take like a chapter for the, let's go back to the food chapter. Okay, Cantina. Let me go to the food chapter. Okay. So the ancient government cuisine. Okay, damn, the first one got me. Yeah, this one. Government cuisine. So the sour pickled fish, pickled dish fish, pickled veggie fish should belong to the Jianghu dish. Yes. I'm good at food, okay? I'm good at food. Yeah. The famous cuisine. Have a good night, Terry. Okay, have a good night. The famous dish, Black Dragon, play with the ball. Bro, I got no clue. That sounds like a so royal dish. Black Dragon, play with the ball. That's what like a name for the dish. That's the name of a dish. Black Dragon, play with a ball. That's definitely not like a regular people's food. That's not like a regular folks' food. Isn't that the government food? The famous vegetarian food belong. Oh, vegetarian food also have different branches. One like there's like which ones belong to the Buddhism temple. I think the this is so hard. First one is Wudang Mountain, but Wudang Mountain is basically for the Taoism. Maybe the first one. Yeah, Udon Mountain. That's I belong to the branch of the temple branch. So then Tanja dish represents which dishes represent the Tanja dish? Tanja kusheng. Qintang Yanwo is not. 蟹酿成 is like they put the crab into an orange. Okay, that's like I think that one. No, the first one is like the nest, bird nest soup. Okay, that's belong to one of the government dish, bro. Which one is like Confucius government food? Confucius government food is also from Shandong province. Damn, I have no clue. Don't tell me it's the monkey hat. They have the monkey hat? I need to check if this is like real monkey hat, bro. They got me lost around here. Confucius government, they're eating the monkey hat. What is 玉笔猴头? I got lost out here. Oh, it's not a monkey hat. It's this kind of monkey hat mushroom, bro. They cook like this. Can you guys see it? So they make like the mushroom look like a pan. I saw that's like a monkey hat. I keep going. Which one belong to the Tanja cushion? Fish fang, like shark fang. Okay, the fish fin, the shark fin. Thank you for the fast pop. I just saw that, Diane. Okay, let's do a next one. Which one belongs to Confucius dish? I got no clue. Hogging the carp. You guys know the carp fish? Hogging the carp. How am I going to remember all of those? I can only guess. 随缘 cushion. 随缘 still the shark fin? The cushion that followed the Song dynasty. I think is they put the crab into the orange. That one should be. Yes, 谢酿成 is from the Song dynasty in Hangzhou. This is where I live. And which one is correct below about Jianghu dish. Jianghu dish originated from Chongqing, 大排档. 大排档 is this kind of like open kitchen, free selection restaurant that they just have the restaurant on the street. That one is true. And the Jianghu dish usually have the 来凤 fish, 酸菜 fish. 来凤 fish is all the pepper, spicy pepper fish head. And 酸菜 is the same thing. Yeah, that should be. So the Jianghu dish have this, Jianghu cuisine have all those mixed techniques of cooking. Like they're absorbing all the other way of making it. I have no clue. Let me show the picture of this Jianghu cuisine here. This is what we call the Jianghu cuisine. You guys see the color? This is what we call the Jianghu cuisine. Like you have all those fresh cut fish. Even the frog is also, for Jianghu dish. I think like ABCE. Yes, I got that right. So which dish got followed by the Song Dynasty? The crab, broiling orange, lotus chicken. What is that? I didn't even know. I think that is there a quiz? No, this is a quiz for tour guide, Jay. I'm trying to taking a tour guide license, like the exam this Saturday, and there's lots of things I need to study, and because I don't have the time, I just think like maybe I can just study with you guys. So which one is like from Xi'an right now? Is following the Tang Dynasty, the food here. The first one is like crystal stew. What is crystal stew? Let me give you guys the picture. This one, oh, that's kind of like a crystal-like meat. They cook the meat like this crystal, and you dip into the sauce. Let me try to. Guys, see this? This is the crystal meat. They cook like that. What province? I mean, if you got a tour guide license, you get to be a tour guide in anywhere. But I'm based in Zhejiang province, so that's where I'm going to do. I basically take the exam because I try to get a free ticket for the tourist area. Like in the future, we go to anywhere with the tour guide license, I can go to everywhere for free. I don't have to pay for the entry ticket. So this is a crystal pork, okay? And you can also make this crystal beef or lamb. That's one way of cooking here. You make like a crystal. It's like a little bit chewy, but it tastes, all the crystal like is like the soup. They froze a little bit. And it will be tender and chewy and tender. So I think this one should be it. And the second one, I don't even know what is that. Like Chinese cuisine back then, they all have this fancy name. You don't even know what they're talking about. Like The third one is the turtle. Okay, the third one is turtle. The fourth one is a camel feet. Camel feet soup. I have no clue, but I think if they're from Xi'an, they should have the camel. And the E is like the double color, two color, kidney, pork kidney, like. Bro, we don't even have the dish like you can search. We need to go to the Chinese website. Otherwise, you don't even get a picture of that cuisine. Why I cannot search? Oh, so it's called double colored kidney because it included pork kidney and a chicken kidney. But why the picture is not showing up? So I would just choose this, even though the picture is not showing up. Let's do this. Oh, it's like this. There. Bro, it's not a double kidney. Camel soup, I got that right. The turtle is also in Xi'an. And what is that? I need to screenshot this. Why they say my life will end though? My life is not end now. Give me the capture even on the camera. So this is like asking you like which one for the palace cuisine. What's the major specialty of your palace cuisine? The first one is like a strict picking the ingredients strictly. Like of course you have to do is like you're serving to the emperor. The second one is they're looking for a good knife skill, like you have to cutting everything nice. I think yeah, B is right. C is like they have to looking good and representing the good luck. Yes. D is like a average favor. Come on, that's so easy. Like it's not. If you serve the food to emperor, they have to be like a very like good taste, right? I mean, this question is easy. The last one is like your name, the dish name need to be like sounds good. Like they should have a good name. So what? Like if you serve to the emperor, you don't have to have like a good name. I'm so lost right now. The representative, the most signature dish for the Confucius cuisine. 八仙过海, 8 gods across in the sea. That's like a very famous like one, a story, mythology story. 8 gods. Yubi hoto is like hoto is like one of the mushroom that making like a pan. We just saw that before. 老蹦怀珠. No, it's the first one. Ginkgo nuts. Do another one. About the vegetarian food, which one is right? So the vegetarian food in China was born in Chunqiu warlord area. Like basically because used for the sacrifice and the ceremony. I think that's right. And the vegetarian food is basically, it's from the vegetarian feast, palace, royal vegetarian feast, and the folk vegetarian different, like that's 3 major category, I think. Yes. Is Lorraine sick? I think, yeah, like she's having this like a bad throat, so she's like I also keep coughing recently. I think she got infected by me. Like I had this fever last week. So the Palace vegetarian food is one of the best in the vegetarian food, I think so. Palace vegetarian food is basically for the Shandong flavor, Manchu flavor, and so yeah, because in Qing and Ming Dynasty, they're using the food from Shandong and Manchuria, and also Suzhou and Hangzhou. So I think that one is right. Yeah, I think. No. It should be ABC. So which dish is, thank you for the heart, Zach. Which dish is considered as the Guanfu government cuisine? Tanja cuisine, Suiyuan cuisine, and Kungfu cuisine. Oh, we're missing the Honglo. Honglo is like a drink of the red chamber, one of the 4 national literature in China. Yeah, Honglo is also one. 清廷宫廷菜，清代 Qing Dynasty 宫廷 government, like palace dish, has a specialty of first one is the making it very delicate, yes. Focusing on nutrition and luxury, yes. Thank you for the fast pop. Zach, thank you for the gift. And then it looks good. I think it looks good, and strictly picking up the ingredient. I think so. Bro, they're not focusing on the nutrition for the emperor? Yeah, maybe it's not healthy. Maybe it's because lots of fried food and they're not healthy, so they're not saying like focusing on the nutrition, because back then maybe they don't understand about nutrition. This is hard. Right, Diane, I think so. So which one represent cuisine for the Tanja cuisine? Tanja is also belong to the government food. So it should be 怀抱鲤鱼 is like Confucius food. It's not Tanja food. So the Tanja food should be the bird nest soup and red braised abalone. That's it. I got it because the other three already saw that. You know, the black dragon play with a ball. Birdnest soup, yes. Birdnest soup is from is belong to Tanja cuisine. And the first one's like jingoku nuts on there, like syrup. That's like a dessert. The second one is like hugging the carp. That's belong to the Confucius cuisine. And E is the black dragon playing with the ball. Yeah, I got that right. Hold on, I didn't even finish the last one. And we got 10 out of 20. 50% of chance. Bro. Guys, I think that's it. That's it for now, okay? I think that's it for us right now, guys. I think I just try to comes out because I cannot stop live streaming. But I think that's it for now. Thank you for everybody who's coming. Like, thank you, Diane, be sitting here. My double Diane be sitting here for so long. We just had 2 hours study session, even though it's not so efficient. But I try to let you guys know what I'm doing. And the task will be on Saturday. And I hope after I get off the live, I'll be just try to doing my best to go through the questions. But thank you guys. Thank you for coming. I have Zach here, Alicia always here, Kevin here, Julie Wati always the first one here, Tania, Jar, everybody. Yeah, Peggy is also here, Teresa. Yeah, thank you for everybody who's coming here. Okay, thank you so much for all the all the time spending here. And after I finish this, and also next Monday will be my interview test. After I finish both of tests, we might go to different places. But during this time, I really need to study more. Thank you for the sweaty Teddy. Thank you, Zach. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you for the gift, guys. Thank you so much. I will see you guys soon. Okay, I have to end the live stream right now. We have like 2.5 hours today. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.